What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the MaddenBallerz YouTube channel and our Georgia State Dynasty. Week 4 is here and the toughest challenge of the season for Georgia State this week as they go on the road to face off against number 17 Georgia. Coming off a big win last week against UTSA, David Reynolds had a nice game with 237 yards passing and 3 overall touchdowns on the day. They have a big test this week, though, to face off against the Bulldogs on the road. They are 0-2 in this early rivalry so far, losing the first 2 games. Can they come up with a big win today? We will find out. Week 4 is here. This is the guy we're going to have to look out for today, the impact player, A.J. Thurman for the Georgia Bulldogs. 15 carries, 98 yards, and a touchdown last week in his last game there. As the Bulldogs start out with the ball, handoff to Thurman, and he is stopped for no gain on the play, but a flag comes out, and it is face mask penalty, 15 yards, and an automatic first down for Georgia. Ramsey back to pass here on 1st and 10. He's going to fire over the middle, caught by Grigsby there for 12 yards and a first down for the Bulldogs. They're in Panther territory now as Ramsey will fake the handoff, take this one himself up the middle, and he's going to throw that guy to the ground, but he comes down and fumbles the ball. It's picked up by Robinson for the Panthers. He'll return this one to about the 44-yard line. And they would actually review this one as we take another look here. You make your own decision. Was he down before the ball came out? It looked like it in that angle. This one you couldn't really tell here. As you see, he comes down, and it does look like he is down before the ball comes out. So unfortunately, they review it and overturn it, and Georgia keeps possession here. 3rd and 7. Ramsey back to pass here. He's going to fire, caught by Davis, and Davis will fight his way forward for 6 yards, which is short of the first down line, but they come out on 4th down to go for it, and the handoff goes to A.J. Thurman there. He goes right side, breaks some tackles there, and he has gone to the end zone for the touchdown. 34 yards for A.J. Thurman, and Georgia's on top. 7-0 over Georgia State here in the first quarter. Ensuing kickoff, Mark Moore from his own goal line here, past the 20, past the 30, out past the 40, taken down to the 45-yard line. The 45-yard return there. Georgia State's good starting field position here. The first play goes to Derek Merrill, handoff up the middle, trying to get some yardage there, but he is stopped for no gain. 3rd down and 4 now. Reynolds back to pass here. He's going to scramble out to his right here and take off. He will run for the first down inside the 40, taken down at the 34-yard line. 2nd down and 9 now for the Panthers. Reynolds back to pass once again, and he is going to fire over the middle to Donald Clark there. And how did he fit that one in there between the 2 defenders? We do not know. 2nd down and 9 now. Reynolds scrambling once again. He's going to set fire to the end zone, and it is overthrown, intended for Lamont George. Could have been a touchdown there. Instead, it's 3rd down and 9. Reynolds going to pass deep to the end zone, and it is incomplete, intended for Sebastian Willard, and that would lead to a field goal attempt here on 4th and 9. The kick is up, and it is wide left. They missed it, and that would be Georgia takes over here with just over 2 minutes to go. 2nd down and 8. Pass to A.J. Thurman there, good for 8 yards and a first down past the 30-yard line. 1st down and 10. Handoff goes to Thurman once again, and he is going to be stuffed in the backfield for a 5-yard loss. 3rd down and 2 now for the Bulldogs. Ramsey's going to fake the handoff here. He's going to throw deep. This one's caught by Davis past the 50. 26-yard gain by Reggie Davis on the play. 2nd down and 10. Ramsey back to pass once again. He's going to hit Terry here. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. 3rd and 3 now for the Georgia Bulldogs. Ramsey's going to pitch this one to A.J. Thurman. He's going to go outside, pick up the first down, and stiff arm his way to almost inside the 20 there. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs now. Ramsey out of the shotgun. He'll fire over the middle to Davis once again, who has the first down. And more inside the 10-yard line, down to the 9. First down and goal. Ramsey will hand off to Thurman. He's going to try to get outside on the left, but he is stopped behind the line for a 4-yard loss. And at the end of one, Georgia's on top, 7-0, but knocking on the goal line. Down 7 and back up to their own end zone here. Georgia's driving. And this pass goes to Terry over the middle, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. A flag did come out, but it was on Georgia State, and the touchdown will stand. Georgia's up 14-0 now early in the second quarter as David Reynolds goes down on the 9-yard sack, setting up 3rd and long here out of the shotgun. Reynolds will fake the handoff here, and he is going to scramble around a little bit, throw on the run, throw deep, and it's almost picked off by Trey Matthews. Should have been picked off, but instead it falls to the ground and Georgia State punts. Good field position here for the Bulldogs. Ramsey back to pass here at 1st and 10, but he can't get the ball off as the coverage was good, and he is sacked for a 9-yard loss. 3rd and 28 now. Gordon in at quarterback as Ramsey was injured on the 2nd down there. This pass goes over the middle to Holt, back up to almost midfield there for 11-yard gain, short of the 1st down, and the Bulldogs would punt. Georgia State takes over here, handoff to Derek Romero on 2nd and 10. He'll fight forward for 8 yards, setting up 3rd and 2, and the Georgia State Panthers would pick up that 1st down. 1st down and 10 now. Derek Romero gets the pitch, and he's going to get hit behind the line for a 4-yard loss. 3rd and 14 now for the Panthers. Reynolds out of the shotgun here, looking to pass. He's going to throw deep, and it's caught by Marcus Jackson. He is inside Bulldog territory, inside the 30-yard line. A 40-yard gain on the play as the defender went for the interception instead of knocking the ball down. 3rd and 17 now for the Panthers. This pass goes outside to Jackson again for 15 yards, 1 yard short of the 1st down. And down by 14, the Panthers need to go for it. Handoff to Lamont George, a 4th and 1, and he will get 2 yards, just enough for the 1st down, keeping this drive alive for Georgia State. 1st and 10, Reynolds back to pass here. He will fire, and he hits David Bailey, who gets into the end zone for the touchdown. 18 yards on that pass and catch, and Georgia State narrows the lead to 14-7 as David Reynolds is now the career passing leader for Georgia State. 2,602 yards on his career, only in his 2nd year so far. And looking at the Georgia offense here, it's been the passing game, not the running game, which we thought would be the story of the day, as they have the ball 3rd and 8. This pass goes to Timmy Tanner for 5 yards short of the 1st down, setting up 4th down, and the Bulldogs would punt with just over a minute to go. Georgia State takes back over. Reynolds back to pass. He hits Marcus Jackson for 15 yards and a 1st down in that play. Later on, Reynolds out of the shotgun once again here. He's going to fire over the middle, caught by David Bailey, and he has that catch for 12 yards and a 1st down towards midfield. 2nd down and 10 now for the Panthers. Reynolds back to pass here. He's going to fire this one deep, caught by David Bailey again. 18 yards on that play, and Bailey's having a nice day. 1st down and 10 with 40 seconds to go. This pass intended for Mark Moore is overthrown and incomplete. That would set up the 2nd down and 10 play. Reynolds out of the shotgun here, looking to pass. He's going to fire deep, and that one's caught by Marcus Jackson, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown. And Georgia State has tied this game up right before the half. Heading into halftime, Georgia State and Georgia are tied at 14 after a 34-yard touchdown pass to Marcus Jackson. So Georgia State was able to tie it up after being down by 14 right before the half. 3rd quarter, they start with the ball 1st and 10, and this pass goes to Mark Moore for 13 yards and a 1st down for Georgia State. As you look at the halftime stats there, it looks like the passing game is the name of the game today for both teams here, both only with 12 and 13 yards on the ground respectively, and over 150 in the air each. As the handoff here in 2nd 6 goes to Derek Romero, and he goes forward for 7 yards and another Panthers 1st down. 2nd down and 12 now. Reynolds back to pass once again. This one outside to Mark Moore, and he's going to fight forward for 11 yards. And on 3rd and 1, the handoff goes to Lamont George up the middle, fights his way forward to just past midfield for the 1st down. 2nd down and 10 now for Georgia State. Reynolds back to pass once again, and the pass goes to Mark Moore. His name getting called very early in the 2nd half a lot, and that one's good for 12 yards and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun now, Reynolds going to pass deep, and it's caught by Sebastian Willard, his first catch of the day, good for 18 yards, and another Panthers first down inside the 15. Second down and 9 now. Reynolds scrambling out of the pocket, avoids that sack, and decides to take off as the coverage is good, and he will be brought down short of the first down, just outside the 5-yard line. Third down and 2. Reynolds will hand off to Derek Romero, who's going to try to get the first down here, but he only picks up a yard down at the 5-yard line, and they believe they need to go for touchdowns and not field goals. So on 4th and 1, the handoff to Derek Romero, and he cannot pick up the first down. He would lose a yard on the play, and Georgia is going to take over. A big stop on defense for the Georgia Bulldogs there. They have 1st and 10 from their own 7-yard line here, it looks like. And on first down, they're going to pass outside to Terry, Trammell Terry there, a 22-yard gain. Sets up a first down here at the 20. This one's out to A.J. Thurman here, and he's going to have wide open spaces past midfield. Breaking tackles, finally taken down at the 39-yard line of Georgia State. And 2 plays, and they are already in our own part of the field here. 1st and 10 here, and the handoff to Thurman goes for negative yards. 3rd down and 17 now for the Georgia Bulldogs. Ramsey back to pass here. He's going to fire one this to the end zone, and it is picked off by Patrick Griffin. And that one is a turnover, the first of the day for either team. And we take over here at our own 3-yard line. 3rd and 8. Reynolds back to pass. He's going to fire over the middle, and Mark Moore once again makes the catch. 19 yards and a first down for the Georgia State Panthers. Heading into the 4th quarter, it's 14 apiece. Another 3rd down and 10 for the Georgia State Panthers to start the 4th quarter here. Reynolds back to pass out of the shotgun, and he will be hit, and the pass will fall incomplete, and Georgia State will have to punt. Good field position for the Bulldogs to start this first possession of the 4th quarter. Ramsey back to pass, and his pass is picked off by Patrick Griffin, and Griffin's going to return this one inside the 40 before he's taken down. That's Griffin's 2nd interception on the day, and a big one. Gives the Panthers the ball in Bulldog territory, and that sets a new school record for interceptions in a career, beating out Brent McClendon, who had 6. 7 now for Patrick Griffin, as this first play of the drive goes to Marcus Jackson for 11 yards and a Panthers first down. 1st down and 10 now, and Reynolds will look to pass here. He's going to fire over the middle, and that one's caught by Mark Moore, and he is down inside the 5-yard line. 281 yards passing so far in the day for David Reynolds. 1st and goal. Reynolds back to pass. He's going to fire to Mark Moore, and it's undercut by Trey Matthews, deflected and almost intercepted on that play. 2nd down and goal. Reynolds will give the ball to Derek Romero. He will fight off a tackle there and fight his way into the end zone for the 5-yard touchdown, giving the Georgia State Panthers the lead, 21-14 over Georgia, their first lead of the day, as the Georgia Bulldogs take over. Ramsey back to pass. He's going to fire this one deep for Reggie Davis, and it's broken up there. 2nd down and 10 now. Ramsey will look to pass once again here, and he will fire this one over the middle, and this one's caught by Terry, and that's good enough for a first down up at the 41-yard line. Next play, Ramsey back to pass once again, as they have all day. And this one's going to Reggie Davis. He has that catch for 16 yards and a first down. In Panther territory now. Ramsey back to pass, a quick one, and it's undercut by Patrick Griffin, and he has his 3rd interception of the day. He's going to return this one back to the 46-yard line of the Georgia Bulldogs, and that's where they take over. Reynolds back to pass on 2nd and 11. He's going to hit Marcus Jackson for a 12-yard gain on that play, giving the Panthers a first down. 2nd down and 7 now for the Panthers. Reynolds back to pass once again, and he's going to hit David Bailey, but Bailey cannot hang on, and he drops that ball, setting up 3rd down. Reynolds out of the shotgun here on 3rd down. He's going to look to pass. He's going to scramble around. He will fire over the middle, and Bailey has his hands on that one, but it's broken up after he gets hit. And on 4th and 7, the Panthers decide to go for it in the in-between yardage, and David Reynolds will fire deep to Otis Davis, who makes the big catch for 18 yards and a Panthers first down. 2nd down and 6 now. Reynolds back to pass. He's going to fire to the end zone, and Mark Moore is there for the 10-yard touchdown reception, putting the Georgia State Panthers up 28-14. As you see, the defensive stats here, or getting defensive here, Georgia State 3 sacks on the day, 3 interceptions on the day, all by Patrick Griffin, and Georgia takes over here, trying to come back from 14 down. This first pass goes to Reggie Davis, good for 10 yards, and this will set up a 1st down and 10. Ramsey back to pass here. He is going to look. He's going to fire deep. And this one will be almost intercepted by Jerome Schroeder. He knocked that one down, but should have had the pick. 1st down and 10 later on in this drive. Ramsey back to pass. He's going to hit Terry over the middle, and he will fight his way forward for a 1st down and more. And a flag comes in. It would be a face mask, giving them the ball inside the 10. Ramsey to fire here on 1st and goal. This one goes to Dan Holt for 5 yards, down to the 3. 2nd down and goal. Ramsey looking to pass here. He's going to fire over the middle of Smith, and Smith is going to be stopped at the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal for the Georgia Bulldogs. Ramsey will hand off to Williams, and Williams is going to stiff arm his way into the end zone. A penalty flag would come in, but it would be on Georgia State. The touchdown would stand, and Georgia now down by only 7. As you see, David Reynolds, a very nice day, 321 yards on the day. Georgia would actually kick an onside kick here, and we would have a shot to run this clock out. 1st down and 10. We are hit behind the line for a loss. 3rd down and 7 now with under a minute to go. Lamont George trying to pick up the 1st down, but he will get no gain on the play. We tried to make them use their timeouts. They do, so we punt. And on 1st and 10, Ramsey back to pass here. He's going to fire over the middle to Tanner, and Tanner will have the 1st down on an 11-yard gain. 1st down and 10 now from the 31-yard line. Ramsey back to pass here. He's going to fire over the middle again to Tanner, and Tanner has that catch. Good for 12 yards. 3rd down and 8 now for the Georgia Bulldogs. 18 seconds left. This pass goes over the middle to Reggie Davis. Davis has the 1st down and into Panther territory with 13 seconds left. 8 seconds left now with 2nd down and 10. Ramsey back to pass here. He's going to fire this one deep, and it will be deflected by Jerome Schroeder. Incomplete. 3 seconds left in this game. Last chance for the Georgia Bulldogs. Ramsey back to pass here. He's going to fire this one deep as well, and it is incomplete off the hands of his receiver. And Georgia State can celebrate their 1st victory in this short rivalry. David Reynolds, your player of the game, 321 yards on the day, 3 passing touchdowns as well, as the Georgia State Panthers finally beat their in-state rivals, the Georgia Bulldogs, 28-21. We'll go ahead and look at the stats from today's game. Both teams didn't rush the ball very well in today's game, so they were forced to pass. 321 yards for Georgia State, and 3 turnovers on the day sealed this game. David Reynolds, your player of the game, 321 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Patrick Griffin, 2 tackles, and those 3 huge interceptions helped us. Head coach Chip Nolan is now a level 15 head coach, and we'll go ahead and upgrade him here. We will use the kitchen sink upgrade here to upgrade him to number 2 in that category, giving each recruit an extra 100 points each week we can assign to them. And now we will go ahead and get into recruiting and highlight some players here. We're looking at the athletes this week, and first one on the board here is Steve Smith. He is number 2 on our board. He's a 78 overall. We are in 2nd place, 1,000 points behind UCLA here. He is 6'2", 238, from Tallahassee, Florida, a pipeline state of ours, and you're going to find out here in a second why we are going after Steve Smith. And it's because you look at that throw power, 90 throw power, 83 throw accuracy. We want this guy to be the next quarterback of Georgia State after David Reynolds. So what we're going to do is recruit him, redshirt him the first year. He'll sit the first actual year of his playing time, and he will start his sophomore year if we can get him. Up next, Adam Monroe here. We are number 6 on his board, though only 535 points behind. He's a 69 overall here. He's 6'4", 185 from Kansas here, and we're going to go ahead and look at his scouting here in a second. He is +7 overall, up to a 69, and he has good throw power and decent throw accuracy, but his area that we're looking at is the coverage. Man and zone is the high 70s, so we're looking at quarterback or safety. Up next, Luke Mitchell, a JUCO player, number 6 on his board, 1,200 points behind. this would be highly unlikely to get this guy. He's an 80 overall, and some of these guys might not be on our board next week. We're going to go a week at a time on these guys, and you can see he's +2 up to an 80 overall, and he is good in coverage as well. 94 man coverage, 83 zone, and he's actually excellent in coverage, so we can really use him. Lastly, Trevor Phillips. He's a 5'10", 185 from Kentucky. He's number 6 on our board, 545 points behind Notre Dame here. He's a 78 overall player, and we will go ahead here in a second and look at his scouting. He is the number 9 athlete on the board as well. He's up +1 overall to a 78, and he is got great speed, 90 speed, 91 acceleration, and he has good coverage as well, so he could be a safety or a cornerback as well. And we go ahead and advance the week, and we have some players here that are ready to come visit the University of Georgia State. So we'll go ahead and set those up in the next video. Coming up in the next episode will be the game against the University of Louisiana Monroe at home. The Georgia State Panthers stay at home this week to face off against the University of Louisiana Monroe. They come in 1-1 to this game. We come in 2-1, coming off our biggest win of probably our school's history, since it's only been around 4 years, getting the first win against in-state rival Georgia. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and we'll catch you guys in the next video.